What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, on Netflix, I just saw this new comedy, which is titled. This is the actual title. It's titled Sextuplets. Now, now, of course, this is directed by Micah Titus, who also directed the film Naked, which was also a Netflix film. And this film stars Marlon Wayans, who was also in Naked as as pretty much his father to be named Alan. Who ends up, moving, who pretty much ends up having a appointment with his wife named Marie, played by Brescia Webb, and he ends up, being asked about his family history, but it turns out, it turns out that his mother, left him for adoption, and so he never found his birth mom, and he never really found like any siblings or anything. But then he gets the help of his, he gets the help with his, sorry about that. Anyway, he ends up getting the help from his father-in-law, played by How to Get Away with Murder actor Glenn Turman, because he's also a federal judge. So he ends up getting the help from him to find out who his biological birth parents, like who his biological birth parents are, and his siblings and all. So he ends up finding out who his mother is, and so he ends up going on a road trip to find her, and he ends up encountering his sibling named Russell, who's like a serial loving guy, and he is also played by Marlon Wayans. Like Marlon Wayans went full Eddie Murphy in this. Like, you know how Eddie Murphy used to do it with you guys know how Eddie Murphy used to do it with Night Professor and Norbit and Coming to America and all. He went full Eddie Murphy with this. Like, he plays his serial loving brother Russell. He plays his sister. He plays his very short brother. I mean, yeah, Marlon Wayans went all out with these roles. And I gotta say, Marlon Wayans was pretty funny in this. Like, his acting was off-putting, but let's be for real. We don't go into these movies for acting, like for great acting and all. We go into this movie for laughs, and this film is really dumb, but it really has some really funny moments in this. Like the scenes between Alan and Russell are hilarious. The jail scene cracks me up. Then you got Marlon Wayans, who plays another brother who ends up stealing Alan's identity, and so Marlon Wayans of course plays that role. There's also a funny scene where one of Marlon Wayans' brothers, needs a kidney, and Alan, of course, ends up getting pretty much taking his kidney out, and well, not how it goes, but it turns out that he didn't sign. He ended up filling out for a form, but because he thought he was going to get released, but it turns out the form that he ended up signing was to get his kidney out to his brother that he never met. So that was pretty funny. Yeah, now Marlon Wayans and the actress Brescia Webb have actually worked together before. They both appeared on on Marlon Wayans' short-lived NBC sitcom Marlon. Now, granted, Brescia didn't play his love interest on that or anything, but I thought it was still pretty cool to see to see them in like another film together where they actually, or I should say another project together, where they're like married and all. And I know their chemistry was really good. Like their romantic chemistry was pretty decent. And also you also had Molly Shannon in this, who plays Alan's. She actually plays Alan's boss, who's pretty much who's pretty much trying to sexual harass Alan and all that. And Molly Shannon, I thought, was over the top. I mean, I didn't really thought that character wasn't really needed and all. But granted, this movie has cringy moments. I admit it. It's not like a perfect movie or anything, but this is a movie for the laughs, and the film actually delivers, and it is a dumb film, but you know what? I still quite appreciate it, and yeah, it's on Netflix. And if you guys haven't seen Sextuplets yet, go check it out. It's a really funny little flick. And Marlon Wayans, I mean, I've always been a Marlon Wayans fan. Whether it's Scary Movie or Don't Be a Menace or Haunted House or 50 Shades of Black or etc. I always quite liked Marlon Wayans, and I thought he was outrageously funny in this. And it it is kind of weird that they didn't get Marlon Wayans' actual brothers to play the siblings, but hey, I guess they wanted to have Marlon Wayans just play all these characters. But it would have been funny if like it would have been funny if Marlon Wayans' actual brothers like Damon, Sean, or any of them popped up as siblings as well. But hey, Marlon Wayans still did pretty good as all the characters. So yeah, but anyway, let me let me leave it to you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Sextuplets? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is C Movies signing off.